And we are live. Hey guys, welcome to the August edition of the FailSafe Patreon Q&A. Um, if you're a new watcher of this series, we've got a Patreon out there, and for just $3 a month, you can subscribe and ask questions, and we will answer them in another video, just like this one. All
Yep.
right, so let's kick it off here. Okay, if you have 3 acoustic singles off your Erasing Color EP, do you have plans to do acoustic versions of the other songs off that EP? Or it's actually an album, not an EP, but whatever.
That's a very good question. I guess we'll have to talk to Chad and see what he's got to say about that. This was really more of a opportunity for us to fundraise for merch earlier in the year, and it was an opportunity to just have some extra content in the chamber, so to speak. We got a lot of stuff cooking. If we're anticipating a delay on content or releasing things, I can totally see us either number one recording another cover, or two doing some more acoustic pieces.
Yeah, I mean, if we did decide that we wanted to do more acoustic stuff, I would definitely be down because it was super fun making them and just like exploring these songs in a different way, creatively speaking.
Yeah. You're up, Chad.
So I like doing the acoustic versions because from an engineering standpoint, and production standpoint, it's different. You know, it's not heavy guitars, it's not loud drums. It's something pretty drastically different with acoustic instruments, no amplifiers, hand percussion. So from a production and engineering standpoint, it's a fun and different challenge. So I enjoyed doing those acoustic covers or acoustic covers of us. I guess that makes sense. So yeah, that's cool.
You finally got to use your wind chimes too.
I did. On every single song, much to your dismay.
Fuck's sake, dude.
I think like we kind of picked the 3 best songs to sort of make in an acoustic style, so I don't know how much potential we've got. I mean, there's probably another couple other ones that might be good, but some of them, like, I don't know, like Gravedigger or something.
Head Underwater would be weird.
Yeah, Head Under. I remember Malcolm from Here for Life was saying, "Oh, you guys should do a Head Underwater acoustic. That'd be sick." And I was like, "Really? I don't know about that one." Like,
maybe he's hearing something that we're not, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think the break would be cool.
Yeah, the break for sure. And then
Dorian would love that.
Yeah, Dorian. Yeah, she's got a question there. Oh, that was asked by Wanda, by the way, who also is asking the next 4 questions. Let's see. Next question. What's your favorite vacation spot, beach or mountains? I think I know where Jesse wants to be. Crying, laughing face emoji.
I love Alaska. I've been fortunate enough to been to Alaska a couple times, and I love it there. It's just very beautiful. It's peaceful. I love it. The wildlife is amazing. So for me, it's Alaska.
Nice. Yeah, I've heard it's beautiful there.
Yeah, I think I like mountainous areas probably more than the beach, just because I like to hike. And then, like, if I'm out in the sun too long, I feel like it just like fries my brain, and I feel like shit for the rest of the day. That's why I'm so pale.
You are looking rather pasty.
Yeah, it's also just bad lighting too, but
sure,
my fault as well.
Yeah, I'll probably have a different answer in like a year, but I really like the place I moved to in South Carolina. It's a nice little town, and it has a little bit of everything, including hiking, Kyle. But if I could pick a place, I'm thinking someplace Mediterranean, honestly.
That'd be cool. I've always wanted to go somewhere in like UAE, United Arab Emirates, because it's just like I've heard it's so cool to see.
Yeah.
Isn't it just like the desert though?
No, I mean if you go to like Dubai, like the whole mentality in Dubai basically is like if you get in a car accident, you just buy a new car instead of getting your insurance involved because everyone there is so filthy rich.
Yeah.
So,
I heard there's no such thing as the dollar menu there. It's like the $10 menu at McDonald's.
but I do have a couple of coworkers who have family in that area, and they say they always love going. So,
Sweet.
I think to answer the question, I agree. I think I would go like mountains rather than beach, even though I mean, I love the beach and it's so relaxing and nice to just kind of like not think about anything. But I think my personal interest is just like I would rather do like a backpacking thing in the mountains.
Nice. Just like get off the grid and disappear.
Yeah, yeah. Just get lost in the Alps and have to eat my friends.
It's like into the wild, just like die.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Next question. What do the Japanese symbols mean on the Remind Me I'm Alive t-shirt? Oh, interesting.
Kyle, let's
Kyle.
fill that one in.
That's me. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab it so I can point them out for people.
Okay.
For people who don't know, Kyle speaks Japanese.
Yeah.
He was in Japan for a little bit. So that's all him.
The people
You
that
ever notice-
know, I do not speak Japanese, so that is all him.
You ever notice that Kai was like the local band whore? Like every time we do something, he's just whoring out local. I love it, but he's always got some local band.
Yeah,
Something on.
Gotta rep that merch, you know.
I was gonna wear my Reina Z shirt. Damn it.
Yeah, anyway, I got the shirt right here. So these are actually Chinese kanji characters, so they're called kanji in the context of Japanese, but they're actually like originally Chinese characters. And this one right here, that means life. And this one on the bottom here, fucking, it's so hard to do this. There, maybe. There.
There you go.
That means death. Okay. So, yeah, life and death.
That's pretty sweet.
Nice.
You know what?
That's
I
funny.
didn't even know that until now. So
I didn't know that either. I just thought it looked cool. I mean, they could have said like,
Ham sandwich.
fried rice for all I know, but
I thought it was like that Akuma symbol when he does the Raging Demon combo in Street Fighter, and it just like has that symbol on his back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever seen like Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball, but like they have like their like karate outfits, and there's like the Chinese character on the back, and that like the character is like one of the characters in their name. Like for Goku, it's like yeah.
So it's kind of like a jersey, like it says their name on it.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
I was kind of disappointed early on in my life when I found out Dragon Ball was not a sport.
Yeah. Or I mean, I could even get further into that Dragon Ball thing. I know I can't remember if it's the same on the front and the back, but at one point like they wore the symbol, it means turtle, and for like because like Master Roshi's the turtle guy, and like yeah. But then I think like Goku like graduated to his own like level, and he got to wear his own name, so like yeah, or something like that. Some nerd trivia that nobody's gonna get. Okay. Number 4. How was the last tour? Oh wait, sorry, Jesse. How was the last group of shows?
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Anything odd / exciting happened at those shows? So I think she's referring to that end of July run we did.
Yeah, I will say this. In comparison to the run before, the tour before that with the Killer's Confession, it was definitely shorter. We learned a lot on that trip, so it was a lot less incidental, I guess I can say. We kind of had a plan for where we're staying, how we're going to do it, how we're getting there. Nothing broke down on us. We had reliable transportation. Thank you, Chad. For the most part, everything was pretty solid. It didn't vary so widely between state to state, and so there wasn't like different regulations on different states like there were going into it. Things have kind of calmed down on the COVID front a little bit, so everything was just kind of the same. It was cool checking out some different stores and dispensaries and stuff like that. It was fun to bring Benno with, and he didn't get to go on the first tour, so this is really cool to have him there and be able to experience that. Yeah.
An opening for Hinder was, that was arguably, probably at least in this band, probably one of the bigger crowds that we've played in front of.
Oh, definitely.
So that was a nice little feather in the cap to say that we've opened up for a band like that, and that we performed well, and it was well received. And we did pretty well on merch that night. And Jesse got to live out a rock star dream and jump in the crowd with his microphone, which was epic.
Well, I thought you were going to say I got to get interviewed by a kid. That was
fun too. That was fun too. That was pretty baller. Both me and Jesse got interviewed by this adorable. She had to be 8, 9, if that, something like that. Hopefully that interview will be posted. I haven't seen it yet.
They posted it.
Oh, they did? I haven't seen it. Send me a link.
I shared it. It's on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
Oh, is it really? Oh, I totally missed it. Okay. Yeah. But that was fun.
Yeah, I will say that there was, as far as something I took away from this, the first show was a last minute jump on, open slot. It was in the middle of nowhere. Nobody knew what the fuck was going on. The sound person wasn't there, so they hired someone that didn't know how to use their system. Ended up blowing the speakers for during the bands after us. A complete shit show. Hardly anybody showed up. I had a couple friends and the other bands, basically. Complete shit show. That was the first show. And then the last show, there's hundreds of people, completely pro sound, pro everything. Everything was, for the most part, planned and was covered. And it was just like the night and day. It was like the complete spectrum of being in a band of our magnitude, I guess. The shit, and then like the awesome stage, I guess. So that was pretty cool to kind of see that.
I think having not been there for the A Killer's Confession tour, I could still say that for this run, like something important for a takeaway that I think we got was just like what we need in terms of planning for each of our shows. Like, here is the bottom line, here are the things that we need, and if we don't get those, there's something that's not clicking. Like, if this system is going to work smoothly for us, these are the things that we need to know, and we gained that knowledge, I think, a little bit more in detail on this shorter run.
Yeah, I could say that.
Kyle, anything?
Yeah, anything odd or exciting? Yeah, it was just like a fun time to get back out on the road. It was definitely a lot less stressful than that AKC tour. We also, one of the bands that kind of headlined a couple shows that we played before Hinder was Andrew W. Boss. Those guys are pretty cool. They've been around like a long time. They're kind of like more of a rap, hard rock style band. So a little bit.
Yeah, they were in like the rap metal genre a little bit.
Yeah.
But I kind of
like the Beastie Boys. Like that's what I would kind of compare them to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then of course it was always nice to play with Darker Than Fiction, and then first time, at least for me, that I met the people from Reign of Z and bonded with them, and they became good buddies. So that was kind of nice to bond with some more local, regional talent and just get along with them, and they're just cool as fuck. So that was super nice.
I had about an hour-long phone call with Zoja on Friday, actually.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Nice. It's the singer of Reign of Z, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was funny because she was like on the way to pick up their guitar player. Like she was like picking him up for work or something like that. And like while she was talking to me, their guitar player was texting me. He was like, "Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Like, you guys, like, what's going on?" Like, so it was really cool. I was like, Yeah, cool people.
Double trouble.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Next question. How was it sharing the stage with Divide the Fall again? Okay. We've played so many shows with those guys. They're always a good band to play with for sure.
It never sucks. Matt is like
Very-
Matt cracks me up because he's like this little social butterfly that knows everybody. And it amazes me how many people he knows and come to the show to talk to him. It's like I'm kind of envious of his ability to make friends and remember everyone and aspects of their lives, and it's just kind of that impresses me. And I think that holds really true to the fans as well, obviously, because they come to see him. But everyone in that band is just awesome and great.
Yeah. Of course, the first thing I said to Jake was, shave them sideburns. The joke is he has no sideburns. But anyway, it was cool playing with those guys again. When we were playing, I noticed Ethan was watching us and checking out the show, and I talked to him afterwards. I was like, "Yeah, man, thanks for repping up front and watching us." And he told us a really cool compliment. He's like, "Yeah, you guys were good before, but you're on a whole new level now. You were really fun to watch." And I attribute that to playing these, doing these tours, doing these runs. I think we came out strong. Our chops were up, and so it was really cool getting that compliment from him. And of course, Take the Name, formerly known as Violent Nine, great guy. Tyler's an awesome guy. Had a good time talking to him a little bit, heard his story about the name change, and he actually, both him and members of Divide the Fall bought some merch from us that night, so they're supporting us. I saw Matt wearing our shirt on stage for like the next night's show. It was cool.
I love doing band merch swaps or buying other bands' merch. It's fun just to be like repping.
Yeah.
It always makes me happy when they have like Chad size too, which is kind of a rarity. So anytime I get extra excited when I see a 2 or a 3X on the menu, it's like, yep, I'll take one.
Yeah, I noticed Divide the Fall, they're going through the same merch provider that we are now.
I think they just switched, didn't they? Or Matt said they just switched or something like that.
Yeah. This tank is actually printed on the same blanks that we print our tanks on, so super comfy.
Nice.
Definitely. Okay. Now we got Dorian with one question here. Who's been the favorite band that you've been able to tour with?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's unfair. That's unfair.
My children.
Yeah. Dorian, you've essentially put 2 guns in my hand and 2 children and said, kill one of them. Or in this case, like, kill 5 of them.
Yeah.
Because like Reign of Z was awesome. Love them. New friends. We've been aware of Darker Than Fiction for a while because I mean they let us sleep at their house. At least Jamie has, and so we've known him. He's such a sweetheart and an amazing vocalist. Good Lord, that guy can scream.
Hardsick.
For me personally, like I'm just gonna have to say the boys in Hardsick and Killer's Confession only because that was our first like legit tour, and so for me it holds a special place in my heart. It could have been any other bands on that tour. I mean, not to dismiss them, but like just that whole experience like will forever be ingrained in my brain as one of the greatest memories I've ever had. And the guys in Hardsick are just such sweethearts and such a good guys, and I'm still in contact with them, and same with the guys from A Killer's Confession, like Morgan and Church and JP. I talk to them, on a relatively regular basis, and they're all doing great. And
I just tagged JP in something today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, it was so. I mean, so if I had to pick, which and I don't like doing it, it would probably be Hardsick and A Killer's Confession, just because it was our first tour.
Yeah, I'm gonna plead the fifth on this one because I just can't answer that question. Hardsick. Not only was the band cool, but everybody that was with the band was cool. So the merch people, the roadies, everybody was totally awesome, supportive, and came out to support us. Some of them came out to support us on this last run we did in the similar areas. So that, Killer's Confession, everybody in that band was just awesome. Really liked everybody. I liked everyone in Scream at the Sky.
Oh, Scream with the Sky guys. Yeah. Those guys are great.
Obviously, Raina Z and us hit it off. Dark and Fiction. They're great. They let us stay at their house. Super supportive guys. Jamie hooked me up with a marijuana nerds bar, which was awesome. Thank you so much. The time before that, he got me some gummies, which was amazing since I don't smoke. Yeah, I can't, like, The Righteous and the Few, Next to Eternity. Like, God, there's so many awesome people. I can't even begin to start trying to make a hierarchy. Like,
well, I think that's kind of a testament to the growing scene, is that no one's a dick, at least that we've come across. Like, everyone is super nice, very respectful, very supportive. And I think that's, God, am I hearing a cat, or am I just crazy?
Yeah, I'm calling him over.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just
loud.
Just to add on to that, that's going for everybody from, Next to Eternity or Before the Fire Burns, all the way up to Upon the Burning Body, Hinder, Killer's Confession. Like, everybody you play with has been awesome, like, on every single level, which is just amazing.
Benno's been replaced by a cat.
Classic.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's
not. That's my cat, Bobby. His dinner time is at 6, but he starts getting hungry around now. So, but I don't know. I mean, just from the short run, like, I guess my answer would be Reign of Z, not for like musicianship or even because I I do love their music, but I'm speaking from the standpoint of like making friends and like building those genuine connections, and I feel like I did that the most with Reign of Z.
Yeah.
That's a tough question. I don't like that. I liked but didn't like that question.
Yeah, I can't answer it with one. I just can't. Sorry.
Yeah, well, we name dropped a few good bands out there. Yeah, sure. Jesse, you were saying, like, yeah, bands are like more humble these days. Like, I think some people might say, like, that's a bad thing because nobody wants to be rock stars anymore, right? That's kind of how it is, though.
Oh, it's like the rock stars on stage, and when they come off, they can be a normal person,
Yeah.
I mean, Dave Grohl is my favorite example of that. I mean, that guy is like the epitome of a rock star on stage. Then off stage, he's like the kindest, sweetest, humblest person. So I just think, I mean, there's no more, blood, sex, and rock and roll, doing coke off a hooker's ass crack, like, just thinking you're God's gift to music. I just think that, I mean, I'm sure there are people like that, but I think for the vast majority, that train of thought is gone because people have to work so much harder to get to that point.
Yeah, there's so much more access to music in general where you have to put in, you don't always have a label controlling everything, or you have to put in the work to really get there. It's very rare that you can just go, you just play and act the rock star and do your thing, and we'll take care of everything else. That doesn't exist in our world. Our world is you hustle, you do everything. So
yeah, that's true.
But on the other hand, we are in a world where it's a lot easier to do things ourselves, and we're not dependent on a label.
True. Very true. I have a label maker.
It's close.
Of course you do, you fucking hoarder.
Hey, shush.
Oh my God, cat.
Okay. Well, that's our last question. Any
final
words? Yeah, it's short list this time around.
What one of our go through the list of the Patreons that contributed questions? I mean, obviously there was Wanda, Doreen.
It was Wanda and Doreen. Yeah.
No one else? Oh, come on, Patreon people.
Yeah, we've gotten a couple new
questions.
patrons actually, but they haven't like posted anything in there.
Who are new patrons?
Yeah, we'll just list them all off. We've got Lauren Alexander, Shannon Watson, Doreen Elixman, Mick Tubis, Caitlin Aubart, Joanne Thomas, Wanda Beam, and Dalian. So thank you all for
Yes.
subscribing to
Yeah,
the
thank you.
Patreon, it really helps. It pays for like almost half of our practice space rent at this
Yeah.
point. So
Yeah.
And
Very,
take
very
it
helpful.
and take
Yeah,
advantage of
that's
this, guys. This is your chance to get to know us better. Like, please, like we love when you guys ask questions. So take advantage of this opportunity. And I mean, it could be anything from like what's your philosophy on life to what's your favorite, beverage to, I mean, whatever. Get to know us because we want to get to know you, and we get to know you through the questions you ask. So please, please, please take advantage of that opportunity.
100.
Hmm.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I post a I guess a new post on our page every month, and I pin it to the top. So like if you go to our Patreon page, like you can just type in a question there, and we will answer it at the end of the month. So that's how you
Yeah.
do it.
What is Benno using his hair? I mean, he'll be more than happy to share you his.
I'm gonna need that secret stain in my hair right now.
I'll talk about that all
Yeah.
day if you want
Where
me
does
to.
he buy his novelty T-shirts? Hint: it's a bento box.
Yeah, box lunch, not bento
Box
box.
lunch, not bento box. Okay.
Bento
Yeah,
box.
I
Yeah.
get my novelty tees at box lunch because I'm a nerd. They sell like Harry Potter and anime stuff, so you
Yeah.
know.
I'm just mad that I went to the grocery store the other day and they did not have any sriracha. So I'm currently out of sriracha because
You
they
got
had
Dude,
Tula
none.
you
though?
gotta go to the Asian grocery store and you'll get that shit. They sell it way cheaper than they do it. Like,
Oh, for real?
yeah,
Yeah.
Are you talking about like United Noodle?
yeah.
Yeah, United Noodle is great. I
Or
love
even
that.
Walmart. Walmart sells sriracha for pretty cheap.
Really?
Like, yeah, they'll sell like a big bottle for like $5 a cup. You can get it at Walmart for like $3.
Yeah, because I went to a Cub, they didn't have it. And
Yeah.
then where else did I go? I went to a place I shouldn't have gone, which was like, because it's only right by my house. There's a Whole Foods right by my house. So I went there, they didn't have it. I was
Yeah.
like, well, I need my sriracha,
You don't
damn
want
it.
to buy it from there anyway. They'll sell it for like $8.
Yeah, but supply and demand.
Yeah.
Well, condiments aside, I want to just take a moment. Obviously, I think I do this every single stream, but number one, thank the shit out of the people who are supporting our Patreon site. Number two, we do offer lots of behind the scenes stuff, tabs, early releases, free tickets to shows, and much, much more, depending on the tier you sign up for. So if you're thinking about supporting a local band who's trying to pay the rent, by all means, consider us. We would deeply appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure,
Absolutely.
guys.
and
All
just thank you.
Yep. Thanks for watching.
Yeah,
Always.
absolutely.
See you.